Hey, Mr. Anziano's fifth period. This is Mr. Anziano as well as first period. They're going to say hello one more time because we tried this earlier. All right, there we go. So that's first period. We're recording a little video for you guys because I am going to be out for the afternoon. So we're going to pause and I'm going to come back. Basically, I need you guys to look at example 3 on the 3.1 notes. We're going to work out letter B together. All right, so I'm going to pause here and come back in just a minute. All right, guys, here we go. So we're looking at letter B. 3.1, example 3. Here we go. Okay, the first term is going to factor into, let's take out a 5x, right? 5x. You guys agree 5x is good there? All right. And then we have an x minus 2 over, what's this going to factor into? X plus 3 times x minus 2? I like that. Bless you. Times. All right. I know this is going to become a group of two binomials, right? Let's look at the bottom real quick, the denominator of the second term. I can take out a 10x, and I'm left with 2x plus 1. Okay, guys, hey, stay with me. Stay with me. Fifth period's depending on you. All right, I'm going to leave this alone for just a minute. And we're going to I'm going to multiply. Actually, you know what? First, let's not do that. Let's divide first. We're going to leave the division symbol there, and then we're going to rewrite this as, what can we take out of the third term? Yeah, I'm going to take out a negative 5. And that's because I want to leave that leading term positive if I can help it. So we're going to be left with an x and then a minus 2. Right? So then now if I distribute the negative 5 back in, I would get a negative 5x and I would get a positive 10. So that's okay. All right. And then in the denominator, we have, this is going to turn into x minus 4 times x plus 3. Is that okay? All right. The only thing left then is this thing up here, right? So I know this has to be a 2x and this has to be x. Only question is, what happens here and here, right? All right. We have a negative 1? For sure? I believe you. I don't believe you. Is it positive? I believe that. Because that's nice because there's a 2x plus 1 there, right? All right. And then what about next to it? What about right here? We have a negative. It's got to be negative to get that negative 4, right? It's got to be a negative 4, in fact. Okay. So far, guys, notice how we have some restrictions in the domain, don't we? What can x not be equal to from these denominators? X cannot be equal to negative 3, positive 2. That means 0 right there, right? 0. And then this would be a negative 1/2. And then this would be a 4. And then that's still going to be a negative 3. Okay. Now, let's do the next step where we rewrite everything except instead of dividing, we need to change that to a times. So now we have 5x times x minus 2 over x plus 3 times x minus 2 times 2x plus 1 times x minus 4 over 10x times 2x plus 1. And then times, instead of divided by, times x minus 4, flip that last fraction. Multiply by the reciprocal. X minus 4 times x plus 3 over negative 5 times x minus 2. All right. Now, guys, is there any additional value we need to add to the domain restriction over here? Because now the only thing we have, we went from an x minus 4 times x plus 3, so we couldn't be 4 or negative 3. Now it's just negative 5 times x minus 2, so x cannot be equal to, what is that value there? It's a positive 2, but isn't that already a part of the domain restriction? Yep, so we don't need to worry. All right. But now the fun part, we get to cancel, right? We get to eliminate. We get to divide out whatever on top goes with whatever matches with it in the denominator, right? So what do we have? Yeah, right there. Okay. I like to go left to right. It just helps me remember where I'm at. X plus 3. right there? Okay, I agree. And what about the x minus 4s? What's going on here? Can't really do anything else with that, can we? You know what we can do, though, guys, is that 5x right there and that 10x right there. What's 5x over 10x? Isn't that just 1 over 2? So that's going to go to 1, and that's going to go to 2. And then we'll have a negative 5 left over. So that's left, that's left, that's left, that's left, and that negative 5 is left. Everything else goes away, right? Now, guys, this is just one method. You don't need to do the circling and all that. I just kind of like to do that so I know where I'm at. So I'm going to be left with 1 times x minus 4. And then there's another x minus 4, so I'm just going to put an exponent of 2 right there, right? X minus 4 times x minus 4 is just x minus 4 squared. Over, that's 2 times negative 5 times, oh, we forgot to circle the x minus 2. That's going to be 2 times negative 5 times x minus 2. So that's negative 10 times x minus 2. And really that's just negative x minus 4 squared over 10 times x minus 2. So that's your answer. And that's your domain restriction. Now, 5th period, we only have a couple minutes left, but I do want to kind of show you guys what Wolfram Alpha looks like. Did you guys check this on Wolfram Alpha, 1st period? Wolfram's not working? It might be a little bit, with the Wi-Fi, it might be a little bit too much computing power. So let me pull up Wolfram Alpha over here. Guys, basically Wolfram Alpha is very nice because it allows you to type in your original input. So we're going to type in this original problem right here, 5x squared minus 10x, all that good stuff. I'm going to see if I can type it real quick in just a minute, but it's probably not going to happen. We'll try. So 5x squared, in parentheses, minus 10x over x squared plus x minus 6. And then that is going to be times 2x squared minus 7x minus 4 over 20x squared plus 10x. And then that's going to be divided by 10 minus 5x over x squared minus x minus 12. Now, I'm going to go back and around every one of these groups, I'm going to put brackets. So we're going to put a bracket there, a bracket there, a bracket there, a bracket there, and a bracket there, and hit go. Now, this is just going to tell me if we did this correctly. So it's a way that you can check your solution. Okay? As long as we did it correctly, although it doesn't look exactly the same, that's because it interprets the divided by with a slash right there. Okay, so let's see what it looks like for our answer. We have negative x minus 4 squared over 10 times x minus 2. Is that what we got? It sure is. Negative x minus 4 squared over 10 times x minus 2. All right, now we look at the domain restriction, and it says right here, in the domain, we cannot have negative 3, negative 1/2. Hey, thanks, guys. 5th period says thank you for your participation in the future. They're going to go back in time and thank you. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. So we have negative 3, negative 1/2, 0, 2, and 4. Is that what we had for our domain restriction? Negative 3, 2, 0, negative 1/2, and 4. Hey, so this is just another way to check and make sure we did this correctly. All right, so hope you enjoyed, and I hope this helped, and I will see you guys tomorrow.